Right now, how the Wisconsin Attorney General is asking Congress to close a massive gap when it comes to helping crime victims.
Plus, an assault investigation at Edgewood College leads police to a gun and ammunition at a residence hall.
And protecting the Super Bowl will show you how multiple agencies will safeguard Sunday's big game. That's all coming up at 10. Thank you for joining us. Brand new tonight, a Dodge County inmate is back in jail after she left for a medical appointment over the weekend, but never returned.
44-year-old Jennifer Peterson had Hubert release privileges, meaning she was allowed to leave the Dodge County Jail for work and medical visits. But on Sunday, she never returned from the Marshfield Clinic in Beaver Dam. Officials say she was found and arrested during a follow-up investigation. She has been charged with escaping arrest. Madison police are investigating an assault at Edgewood College, where an unloaded gun was found in the accused attacker's dorm room. The assault reportedly happened in a campus dining area. A spokesperson for the college says Madison police were called to investigate. Officers found an unloaded gun and ammunition in the dorm room of the suspect. They were arrested and faced charges for having a gun on campus.
Madison College is extending the time frame in its search for a new president. So as a result, President Jackie Daniels has agreed to continue leading the college through the rest of the year. He had originally announced his retirement for June 30th. The Madison College District Board of Trustees will share updates regarding the search timeline in the coming weeks. Well, temperatures in Madison could climb above 50 degrees tomorrow. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti checks in now with the first warn forecast.
Yeah, that would be close to a record high temperature. The record high for tomorrow is 55, and I'm looking for temperatures in the middle 50s. However, we also could see some spring-like thunderstorms. Now, this morning, we start out with dense fog from the WISC-TV Skycam. But as the day went on, the fog thinned out. The clouds remained, though. We didn't see much in the way of any blue skies. There was one little tiny patch there, and that was about it. Otherwise, skies have been cloudy. Not much fog tonight. Most of that is near Lake Michigan, and even that's light fog. And with south to southwesterly winds, that will keep the atmosphere mixed up enough to keep the fog at bay. Now, out to the west, we're seeing some showers across Minnesota and western Iowa. Those will stay to the west of us tonight, but tomorrow we could see some thunderstorms in the afternoon and evening, and the National Weather Service Storm Prediction Center does have a marginal or level 1 risk for an isolated strong to severe thunderstorm over southern Wisconsin, northern Illinois, and eastern Iowa. Low temperatures this morning, pretty mild. Started out at 30 degrees here in Madison. Most areas were just below freezing, but high temperatures were into the 40s again. Madison at 43, Janesville hit 48, so did Boscobel. And right now temperatures are right around 40, give or take a degree or two, and they'll hold nearly steady overnight. Madison's at 40, Middleton's at 41, 39 degrees right now in McFarland, also 39 in Deerfield. Look for mostly cloudy skies. Breezy, unseasonably mild overnight. Low temperature dropping to about 39. Again, temperatures holding steady overnight. Later on, I'll track those storms for you to see when the best chances for rain will be and how long the mild weather will last as we head through the rest of the week.
All right, Gary, thank you. Results from the latest Marquette University Law School poll show President Joe Biden and former President Donald Trump have work to do in Wisconsin to separate themselves from the other candidate. Among 930 Wisconsin registered voters, it is a dead heat. Both candidates polling at 49%. Though among likely voters, Donald Trump does have a slight 1-point lead. Now, if Nikki Haley were to win the Republican presidential nomination, it appears she'd do well against President Biden here in Wisconsin. The former South Carolina governor has a sizable lead here, polling at 57% to President Biden's 41%. The problem for Haley is that among Republican primary voters, she trails Donald Trump in Wisconsin big, 64% to 22%. Important to note, these poll results at an overall margin of error of 4.2%.
The list of candidates to replace retiring Dane County Executive Joe Parisi continues to grow. Dane County Board Supervisor Dana Pellebon announced her candidacy this morning at the Concourse Hotel in downtown Madison.
I'm running for county executive because I believe that Dane County deserves a leader who has worked with and in our community at all levels for over 30 years.
Pellebon currently serves as the executive director of the RCC Sexual Violence Resource Center and is on the board of directors of a handful of other organizations, including the Outreach LGBTQ+ Center and Urban Triage. State Senator Melissa Agard, Madison Alder Regina Vitiver, and Dane County Office of Equity and Inclusion Director Wes Sparkman have all announced campaigns for a county executive. Could Wisconsin soon have its minimum wage raised to $15 an hour?
Well, that's what's being proposed in a package of bills introduced to the legislature today. The BEST agenda, that stands for Building Economic Security Together. That would boost the economic security of Wisconsinites of all ages from birth to death. One is raising the minimum wage, doubling it from the current wage of $7.25. And research from the UW-Madison High Road Strategy Center found that about 400,000 workers in Wisconsin would receive raises if the minimum wage grows to $15 an hour.
No one is asking to get rich. Folks are just asking for their lives to be lived better without the crippling fear of being in poverty. And the bills that we're introducing today aim to provide a hand up, not a handout.
Also included in the bills are baby bonds available to use at age 18, grant funding assistance for housing down payments, and a state-run retirement plan marketplace. Essential services for victims of crime across the United States are facing a dramatic cut in the federal funding that many of them count on to keep their doors open.
This morning, Wisconsin Attorney General Josh Kaul announced a bipartisan push to close that funding gap. Braden Ross has the story.
Nationwide, states are seeing a dramatic drop in funding for victim crime services. Now, 42 attorneys general across the country are asking Congress to step in, and Wisconsin is leading the charge.
Continuing to support those efforts and ensure that we're providing support to survivors and victims around the state is something we should be doing more of, not less of.
Federal funding for those programs across the country is dropping by $700 million this year. Here in Wisconsin, that comes out to about a 70% drop in funds for essential services like domestic violence shelters, medical and mental health care for victims of crimes, and courtroom advocacy. That's a funding gap providers say will no doubt translate to a gap in services, leaving vulnerable people without anywhere to turn.
This kind of dramatic drop in funding is more than our essential victim-serving community agencies can withstand.
Wisconsin advocates have also asked the state legislature to step in and use some of the nearly $7 billion state budget surplus to help keep services afloat. But Kaul says it's going to take more support than the state can provide.
The reality is, even what's being proposed at the state level, while I think it would be great, isn't going to be sufficient to fully address the shortfall that we're facing. So having federal support on what is a national issue would be tremendously helpful and important as well.
Reporting in Madison, Braden Ross, News 3 Now.
New tonight, a woman whose father killed himself while in prison is suing the Department of Corrections, claiming it didn't provide enough mental health care. Megan Hoffman-Kolb says her father, Dean, was found dead in his cell at Waupun Correctional Institution last June during his 9th straight day in solitary confinement. Dean was sentenced to more than 20 years last February for kidnapping a woman in 2018. The lawsuit claims no one performed psychological checks on him while in solitary confinement and that guards did not give him his medicine the day he died. A shortage of prison guards has forced some state facilities to go into lockdowns.
After months of negotiations, the bipartisan border deal and foreign aid package failed to pass the Senate vote this afternoon. It would have enacted restrictive southern border measures. Democrats say the bill failed in the Senate because Republicans are getting their marching orders from former President Donald Trump. Trump has attacked the bill as too weak as he makes the border a central campaign issue in his race for the White House. The $118 billion bill would include aid to Ukraine and Israel, to U.S. allies at a time of war. It also funds humanitarian assistance for civilians in Gaza. The NFL and Department of Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas say security for Sunday's Super Bowl includes multiple layers of government working to safeguard Allegiant Stadium.
With an expected crowd of 65,000 football fans attending the game, Danya Backus shows us the coordinated effort to keep everyone safe.
With the countdown to Sunday's Super Bowl underway, security is already super tight.
Vigilance, like football, requires teamwork.
More than 30 federal, state, and local security agencies have been planning the event for the last year and a half.
There are no known, credible, specific threats to the Super Bowl or to Las Vegas at this time, but we are vigilant and we are prepared.
Fans entering Allegiant Stadium on Sunday will only be allowed to bring clear bags and no umbrellas, selfie sticks, weapons, or drones.
Our Countering Weapons of Mass Destruction office has deployed cutting-edge detection technology to safeguard against the calamity that such weapons can cause.
Federal officials are also busy here in Las Vegas cracking down on counterfeit goods, warning people to be on the lookout for knockoff T-shirts, jerseys, and memorabilia.
As we get closer to the Super Bowl, you're going to see more and more of it. You're going to see mom and pop shops popping up. You're going to see people selling these items out of the trunks of their cars. It's so prolific.
Law enforcement says those illegal sales can help fund an array of other criminal activities. Meanwhile, Homeland Security announced a new partnership with the Lyft rideshare service aimed at combating human trafficking during Super Bowl week, with plans to expand the initiative across North America. Danya Backus, CBS News, Las Vegas.
Plenty of sports betting will be taking place during the Super Bowl. Wisconsin only allows sports betting at certain locations, but it can still be a problem for some people with gambling addictions. The Wisconsin Council on Problem Gambling says it sees an increase in calls for help during the Super Bowl. If you do plan on gambling, the council says not to place bets while in an emotional state. Do not bet more than you have, and don't try to make up any losses. The Wisconsin Council on Problem Gambling has a 24/7 hotline available for anyone who needs help. That number is right there on your screen. More local stories straight ahead at 10.
Getting information about online courses from the universities of Wisconsin just got a lot easier. Coming up, we'll show off the new tool keeping track of all online course offerings and programs meant to attract students from Wisconsin and beyond. That's next.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10. Winner of the Best Evening Newscast by the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association.
Now at Menards, score big savings on everything before the big game. Check out our great selection of quality appliances. We offer the lowest prices with the largest in-stock appliance selection. Ready to take home today. Get this Criterion upright freezer for just $598. We're your one-stop shop before the big game. Stock up on Brewpub Lots and Lots of pizzas. Loaded with award-winning Wisconsin mozzarella cheese and high-quality toppings. Right now, get 2 for $11.
Save big money at Menards.
Don't delay. The Brothers Maine President's Day sale is happening now. Save store-wide on top brands like Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Maytag, and Amana. We have the area's largest selection and lowest prices guaranteed. Feel like family. Brothers Maine.
When your child has moderate to severe eczema, it's okay for them to show off. Show off their clearer skin and noticeably less itch with Dupixent. Because children 6 months and older with eczema have plenty of reasons to show off their skin. With Dupixent, the #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists, they can stay ahead of their eczema. It helps block a key source of inflammation inside the body that can cause eczema to help heal your child's skin from within. Serious allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems, such as eye pain or vision changes, including blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines without talking to your doctor. Show off to the world. Ask your child's eczema specialist about Dupixent.
At RG Heating and Air Conditioning, our promise to you is 100% satisfaction guaranteed. Guaranteed service, repairs, and replacements. Installing quality Trane equipment. Trust your home with RG Heating and AC.
Jennifer Hudson Show.
I want you to get into it.
We can't wait to welcome Monica. Plus, the level of talent, woof, child. The Black Pumas perform.
On the next Jennifer Hudson Show at 3.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Anyone interested in taking online courses through the universities of Wisconsin can find all those programs now in one handy spot.
Our Maddie Heimsch logged on to learn more.
Online.wisconsin.edu is the system's way of marketing their online degrees to worldwide students. The site, which launched last Thursday, lists more than 200 online courses available through associate, bachelor, and master degree programs from all 13 UW campuses.
The universities of Wisconsin have such a trusted brand, not only nationally, but internationally. We want to make sure that people can access those programs readily and as easily as they possibly can.
UW's President Jay Rothman says he believes the site will draw in more adult learners. I asked current students here at UW-Whitewater if they would ever take advantage of the online degree program.
I was a COVID kid. My senior year was always online, so I'm kind of like sick of being online.
Is it like the classroom experience?
They want to have that in-person, face-to-face contact with peers and professors.
So while traditional students might stick on campus, Wisconsin Online intends to bring that UW feel to those who may be unable to make it into the classroom.
And anyone, whether inside the state of Wisconsin or outside Wisconsin, can now easily access the high-quality online programs that are offered by our universities.
Officials say it may also help address the declining enrollment in UW schools that's left 10 campuses facing budget deficits and causing several satellite campuses to close in recent years. Reporting in Whitewater, I'm Maddie Heimsch, News 3 Now.
And here's a look at the website. As you see, there's a portal where you can pick out the desired program level, area of interest, and online campus where it's being offered. You can check it out for yourself at online.wisconsin.edu. New at 10, an art course at UW-Whitewater is teaching students more about indigenous materials that can be used to make pieces of art. Melanie Talmadge-Sains of the Ho-Chunk Nation is the university's Annette and Dale Shue visiting artist this year. Art and design students signed up to attend her month-long residency, learning how indigenous fibers in the Great Lakes region can be used for art. Sains says art is a powerful tool to find and build connection with each other.
Art is a really good way of bridging those gaps that exist between us. You know, art is a common language, just like music is an art form, visual art also.
Right now we're harvesting quills from a porcupine, and we're going to be learning how to wrap them around hides or fabrics to make patterns.
Okay. At the end of her residency, artwork both she and her students created will be on display in the university's Crossman Gallery from February 22nd through March 21st.
New tonight, Dane County will soon expand its food composting efforts. It's thanks to federal money from the U.S. Department of Agriculture. It's working on a partnership with Purple Cow Organics, a local waste company, to accept the county's food and yard waste and handle the compost product. The county will add drop-off kiosks set to roll out in the summer of 2025. It's using the time until then to scout the best locations for the kiosks to be placed throughout Dane County.
The idea is that they're going to be centralized locations with carts or some other kind of container that people can come in and drop off their food scraps at.
Funding from the grant starts in June. The county will then use the next year to design those kiosks, get some community input, and choose the locations for those food scrap kiosks.
And Gary's back with a look at your forecast.
Well, no fog tonight. We had fog the last few nights, but I don't think it'll be an issue tonight. But we got some nice viewer photos thanks to the fog. Let's start out by taking a look at this one from Verona. This is from Chuck Stengel. You barely can make out the water tower in the background if you look really hard, but it was a foggy morning in Verona this morning. And then this one from Scott Maurice Wheeler in McFarland. This is a lot of the frost that formed on the trees after the fog. So send us your viewer photos right through our First Horn Weather and Traffic app, or you can email them to us at firsthorn@wisc-tv.com. Don't forget to let us know where you're at, and of course, make sure you put your name there. Visibility tonight, lowest across upper Michigan and far northeastern Wisconsin. Even there, visibilities are around 5 miles. Most of southern Wisconsin not seeing any fog, and I don't expect to see any tonight. 3 things you need to know in the forecast. Record temperatures are possible again for tomorrow and maybe on Friday as well. We'll also see some showers and thunderstorms tomorrow into tomorrow night, and mainly during the evening hours. And then if we turn a little cooler, temperatures gradually drop off, so we have time to kind of get used to the drop in temperatures. We're back to around normal temperatures by next weekend. As far as our records are concerned, we did not set a record warm low temperature this morning, nor a record high temperature today. I think tomorrow we will be closer to that. I've got a predicted low of 39 for tonight. 54, the predicted high for tomorrow. Both are within a couple of degrees of the records. And even on Friday, the morning low of 39, very close to the record low of 40, set back in 1966, although it's possible late in the day we could be lower than that. But the high of 48, predicted high of 48, be close to the record high of 50. Over the next 10 days, those temperatures go from being about 25 degrees above normal to near normal, but it takes 10 days to do that. So we have a chance to kind of gradually adjust as those temperatures drop off. Tonight, some showers out to the west across Iowa and Minnesota. Those will head more to the northeast and should stay mainly to the west of us overnight. But tomorrow, there's the possibility for some strong thunderstorms, mainly in the late afternoon and early evening hours. Timing on this will be pretty critical, but there's a marginal or level 1 risk for an isolated strong to severe thunderstorm over southern Wisconsin, northern Illinois, and eastern Iowa. The threats would be large hail and strong winds. Can't rule out an isolated tornado, though. About a 2% chance of that. If it happens, it'll be the first time in Wisconsin we've ever had a tornado in February. Planning your day tomorrow. We start at 6 a.m. Temperatures right around 40. During the morning hours, could see a couple of pop-up showers. 9 a.m. temperatures in the lower 40s. You can see those showers moving on through. And then the afternoon stays mainly dry. We could even see a few breaks in the clouds. If that happens, it'll warm us up. And then you could see a line of strong thunderstorms late afternoon, early evening, 7:30. They move through Madison. But notice the temperature is right around 50. So wind would be the main threat if that's the case. And then they're pretty much gone by this time tomorrow. Rainfall amounts 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch unless you get caught underneath the stray heavier thunderstorm, maybe up to a 1/2 inch of rain there. Overnight, look for a low of 39. It'll be breezy and unseasonably mild. And tomorrow, look for a high temperature of 54 degrees with some isolated thunderstorms, especially during the afternoon and evening. Planning your day for tomorrow, 54 for the high in Oregon, 53 in Pine Bluff, and 54 in Middleton. Rest of southern Wisconsin, 53 for the high in Platteville, 54 Prairie du Chien, and 52 in Fond du Lac. First warned 7 to 10 day forecast, 48 on Friday, still close to a record. Then we drop back into the 30s for the weekend, but those temperatures, like I said, staying above normal. And notice, no precipitation in the forecast through next weekend.
And coming up in sports, it was another rough one for Wisconsin. How when they needed a big shot, they couldn't come up with a make. That's next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Blaine's Farm and Fleet's big pet care sale is going on now, and that means huge savings on the food, treats, and supplies you need to help keep your pets happy and healthy. Right now, get a free $15 Blaine's gift card when you spend $75 on Purina Pro Plan dog or cat food. Pro Plan uses advanced nutrition to create targeted formulas that help your unique pets thrive as they age and develop. So shop our assortment today and find the right Pro Plan formula for your dog or cat at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Want big fitness energy without a big investment? Join Planet Fitness. Now through February 16th, save big during the Big Fitness Energy Sale when you join for just $1 down, $10 a month, cancel anytime. That's right, we've dropped our enrollment fee to just $1, so it's easy to get in and get energized. Never intimidating. Always free fitness training, equipment for every workout. Don't miss out. Join today for just $1 down, $10 a month, cancel anytime. Hurry, deal ends Friday, February 16th.
Come on, Michael, come on. Catch the ball! Huddle up! Do you need to get your eyes checked? Well, actually...
Here's the play. Stanton Optical makes glasses in 30 minutes. It's easy on 3. 1, 2, 3. Easy!
Hut! Come on, Michael, you got this! Come on, turn! Michael, catch! I can see! You did it! I did it!
30-minute glasses? Now that's an easy play. Stanton Optical. Easy's our thing.
Trains are coming to Madison, in miniature that is, at the 56th Mad City Model Railroad Show, February 17th and 18th at the Alliant Energy Center. Get caught up in 100,000 square feet of trains, clinics, and exhibits, with 300 vendor tables featuring train merchandise, toys, hobby supplies, railroad antiques, collectibles, and much more. Many door prizes and 4 train sets will be given away each day. It's a great entertainment value for the whole family, Saturday and Sunday, February 17th and 18th at the Alliant Energy Center. Save online.
The Friends of the Middleton Performing Arts Center present Remembering Bobby V, a joyful multimedia show celebrating the Midwest's very own Bobby V and performed by his family. One night only, Saturday, February 17th. Tickets on sale at friendspac.org.
Interested in an electric vehicle? Bergstrom has the largest selection of electric vehicles and a team you can trust. Buy with confidence and complete peace of mind from Wisconsin's #1 automotive retailer. Bergstrom Automotive, driven to deliver gas, hybrid, or electric.
Can your roof handle our Wisconsin winters? If you're tired of repairing leaks and replacing shingles after each storm, call us, the metal experts at Sweeto Metal Roofing.
Sweeto Metal Roofing, the last roof you'll ever need.
Salonpas, makers of powerful pain relief patches for 89 years, believes in continuous improvement, like rounded corners that resist peeling, with an array of active ingredients and sizes to relieve your pain. Salonpas, it's good medicine.
Today is Juwan Howard's birthday, and the first thing that comes to mind when you think of the Michigan head coach, his mush to Joe Krabbenhoff's face, or as he said in his apology, Joel Krabbenhoff. Well, Wisconsin hoping to spoil Howard's B-Day celebration with a win. Badgers trying to snap a 2-game losing streak in the process, taking on a Wolverine team who's last in the Big Ten standings. Wisconsin trailed by 4 at the break. A.J. Storr doing his best to bring them back. The bucket, part of a 13-4 run by the Badgers. That puts Bucky up 4. Storr finished with 20, but the Wolverines always answered. 4 to play now. Badgers down 8. Chucky Hepburn splashes home a triple to make it a 5-point game. But when they needed to come up clutch, the shots did not fall. Wisconsin loses their 3rd straight game. 72-68 is your final. The Badger women's hockey team and their 11-game win streak will hit the road for the final time in the regular season when Wisconsin skates for the season sweep against Bemidji State. But that's not the only thing Mark Johnson has on his to-do list. There's a tradition of eating fish, more specifically walleye, for breakfast. That started way back during his first trip to Bemidji, and you could say some Badgers are more excited about it than others.
I recently heard about that fish for breakfast. Personally, I've never done fish for breakfast before, but I'm excited to try it. I haven't really had much, seafood recently, so I'm kind of excited for it.
Yeah, it's a pretty odd tradition. Everyone has to eat a little bit of fish, but I only have like a bite personally. But yeah, it's a funny tradition.
When Luke Fickell played at Ohio State, he hosted Mike Vrabel on an official visit. And as they say, the rest was history. The two were teammates, roommates, and after their Buckeye playing days, they coached together. Well, the latter could happen again. Fickell hinted on Wilde and Tausch that Vrabel, who was let go by the Titans last month, will be around Wisconsin football this spring. Whether that's just a visit or something more, only time will tell.
We're going to have a visitor here that's going to spend a little bit of time, hopefully, around us, starting, coming in the spring and some things like that. See how deep we can get involved with, my buddy and getting him around here.
The NFL Combine kicks off in 3 weeks, and 3 former Badgers received invites to show off their speed, strength, and athleticism. Braylon Allen, Tanner Bortolini, and Muma Jungmeadow will make the trip to Lucas Oil Stadium with hopes of trying to improve their draft stock. The Combine runs from February 29th through March 3rd. The draft begins on April 25th. And the Brewers are adding Gary Sanchez to the roster. The free agent catcher in Milwaukee have reportedly agreed to a 1-year, $7 million deal. In 72 games last season with the Padres, Sanchez hit 19 home runs. We're back after this.
What you see is important. That makes quality eye care important too. Get personalized care from experienced optometrists at Shopko Optical. Better eye care. You'll see. Don't need glasses. See us for your contacts and save on your annual supply.
For generations, hardworking people have relied on Ford F-Series trucks to help grow businesses, communities, families. A legacy of capability and technology that's made Ford F-Series America's best-selling trucks 47 years straight. This is the next generation of Built Ford Tough.
Now get a new F-150 with 1.9% APR financing for 72 months. See your Wisconsin Ford dealer.
This is me, and this was my stubborn body fat. My name's Adrian, and Sono Bello changed my life.
Sono Bello is America's #1 cosmetic surgery specialist, and they permanently removed my body fat in just 1 visit.
After having 2 kids, my body, it changed a lot. I tried everything to lose the fat, but nothing seemed to work.
Sono Bello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells permanently on your stomach, back, chin, and more.
I've seen such dramatic results. My tummy is gone, my double chin is gone, and my hourglass shape is back. This was the mommy makeover that I deserved.
Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation and find out how you can get $250 off instantly. Call 1-888-357-3263 or go to sonobello.com.
Hey, it's me, your dry skin. I'm craving something we're missing. The ceramides in CeraVe. CeraVe with 3 essential ceramides helps restore my natural barrier so I can lock in moisture and we can feel it long after. CeraVe moisturizers.
Welcome to Badgerscape Design and Landscape. We offer a full range of landscaping services, from design to maintenance. Our professional team is dedicated to meeting all your landscaping needs. Call us at 608-295-1446 or visit badgerscapedesignandlandscape.com.
Your eyewear should be as individual as you. With Shopko Optical's extensive selection of frames and lenses, our optometrists will learn about you and help you customize the right choice for your lifestyle. Visit Shopko Optical and find your new signature style today.
Investigating substandard sober living homes, Thursday at 10.
Check out this stunning photo of a polar bear taking a snooze on a piece of ice. British amateur photographer Nima Sarakani captured the image off Norway's Svalbard archipelago. The photo was the winner of the Wildlife Photographer of the Year People's Choice Award. It was chosen from a short list of 25 images narrowed down from around 50,000 entries. Sarakani hopes the picture inspires hope that there's still time to reverse climate change.
Always let sleeping polar bears lie.
Yes, always a good idea. The ice melting there, and I haven't seen the lakes lately, but they got to be mostly water here now.
Yeah, you know, and tomorrow it'll be even warmer. Nothing on radar right now. 6-hour future track radar keeps us dry overnight. There could be some showers like up toward the Twin Cities, but tomorrow there's the possibility even for some severe weather. An isolated strong to severe storm can't be ruled out in the afternoon and evening through much of southern Wisconsin. Fog not an issue tonight, but temperatures right around 40. They stay above freezing. We just continue to melt the ice overnight, and they're not going to change much either.
All right, Gary, thanks. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 10.
Do something good, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.